Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be a palette bingo. I've not done one of those for quite some time and I've not played with this palette very much at all, so I thought it might be fun to do it. So we're going to be playing with the Feral palette by Menagerie Cosmetics today. As I say, I think I've only used it once in a Get Ready With Me, and I was going to just do a look with it, and I thought, no, let's just make it a palette bingo, let's see what we get. So there are 12 beautiful shades in this palette. I'm sure you've all seen the palette before. So I'm going to use random.org to generate, I think, 5 shades. I think that might be the right amount to do for this. Right, so I've set the generator to 12. Let's see what we get. So we've got number 1, number 2, number 7, number 10, and number 8. Ooh, we've got a really interesting colour story here. So we've got Harmonia, we've got Wolfling, so that's number 2. We've got Mariposa, it's number 7. We've got Night Eyes is number 8, and we've got Fenris is number 10. So just going to swatch out the colour story so we can see what we're actually playing with together. Okay guys, so that's our colour story and some quite interesting colours there. Sorry if my lighting just suddenly changed. I just realised I didn't have my ring light on, so just suddenly become a bit brighter for you guys. But that's my colour story I'm working with. So a really interesting one. I've got one shimmer, which is Wolfling, which is a really beautiful shimmer, and the rest are all mattes. Oh, I'm getting blue all over me. So I'm just going to clean up these swatches and I'm going to get on with putting these colours on my eyes. Okay guys, I'm going to start the look off with my number 7 shade that came out, which is Mariposa, so the orangey shade. I'm going to take that in my crease. I'm not going to lie, this colour story gave me a bit of like, what do I do with that? Which doesn't happen often, because normally the colours that I've had out of these things have been quite neutral, and these are all colourful. I'm glad to get a shimmer shade, which doesn't always happen, and I'm glad to not get all shimmer shades, because that can sometimes happen to me. But orange and green together, I'm not too sure how good they'll be mixed together. Well, they'll probably look brown, which I don't want, so I'm going to have to be really careful to make sure that they don't touch. But I'm going for sort of a sunsetty vibe in my crease and above it. So I've taken that all the way from inner to outer, just windscreen wiper motions, just get my look started and give me a base. And then I'm going to go in with Night Eyes, which was a shade number 8 that we had out of our bingo. And I'm just going to go above that shade that we've laid down. They look so pretty together. I think I could be tempted to just leave it at that with a shimmer shade on my lid and it would look lovely. But I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to make these greens go into the look one way or another. Those shades are blending really, really lovely together. And they're not the first shades that I would think of to use out of this palette either, because when I look at it I see a green palette predominantly. And I think that's the beauty of doing palette bingos, is it gets you to look at the colours in a different way. Right, for my lower lash line then, I'm going to take the tip of one of the Anastasia brushes. I'm going to take Fenris, which was a shade number 10, in the outer part of my lower lash line, and I'm going to go in with Harmonia, which was shade number 1, the first one we picked out, in the more inner part of my lower lash line. So I'm just stamping that along the lower lash line really, but I'm not going to blend it too much when I get to this outer edge, otherwise I don't think it would look very nice at all. Might just use the other side of the Anastasia brush just to do the tiniest bit of blending just on the corner. But I don't want to drag them too much into one another. And then with no additional product, I'm just going to blend lightly underneath. I'm going to take the tiniest little hint of that Night Eyes shade, the yellow, and just blend underneath with that, I think. Yeah, that looks nice. Going in with the NYX glitter primer, just going to take that over my lid space, almost as a half cut crease. And then my lid shade is our number 2 from the Bingo, so that's Wolfling. I love the shift in that one. It's kind of got a brown to pink shift, so it's going quite well with the colour scheme. I was quite lucky, I think, actually, now I see it together. And just in the crease so that it doesn't actually become a cut crease, I'm just gonna soften those edges. And then I just want to pack a bit more of that Mariposa shade just onto my outer corners there, so that we maintain a bit of that orange focus in the look. Just almost like packing that on. But I'm using a blending brush to do it, which is helping to sort of diffuse it out a bit into that shimmer. Okay, in my waterline I'm going to go in with this pencil from Linda Hallberg, Happy Mood, one of the Mood crayons. The only shade we've got left now is shade number 1, which was Harmonia. And that's what I'm going to use in that tiny little space that I've left on my lower lash line there. Just using a really, really tiny detail brush to do that. Quite like the little pop of colour that's added, actually. And then I want a little pop of highlight in my inner corners, and I haven't got a highlight shade, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. So I've got the Vivid Baked highlighter here from Revolution. It's like it's a white shade, but it's got a little bit of a greeny kind of shift to it. And I've got the same brush that I was using before, and I've not really even wiped it off. I'm just going to use that same brush. Just put a touch of that in the inner corner. Okay, so that's the look right now. So I'm just going to hop off camera, do mascara and a lip, and I'll be right back with you with the finished look. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. And I paired it with a Menagerie Cosmetics liquid lip. This one's Leo. Thought it went quite nice with the orange and yellow vibes that we've got going on. Really enjoyed using the shades from this palette actually in this way in a palette bingo, because it got me to use some of the shades I've not considered to use, and to create something that's almost like sunset vibes out of a palette that, when I look at it, my eyes are just drawn to the greens. I don't know about anybody else, but I just see the greens and the pinks, and I don't really see like the orange and yellow so much. So really glad I did this to sort of get myself out of my comfort zone with the palette, to actually use the palette some more. So yeah, it was a fun one to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then please give the video a like and comment down below what you think of this palette. Do you like it? Would you like to see some more looks with it? I know it's quite an older one now, and they've had 2 or 3 releases since, but if you want to see some more looks with it, or even a 3 looks 1 palette, because I've never done it, or a multi-palette bingo, because I've got all of the Menagerie Cosmetics ones to date, except the Violet Ink, which no one has yet, but I have ordered that. But that's all I've got time for you today, guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Catch you in the next one. Bye.